I want to fuck Beyonce and Rihanna. We'll see which one of those things happen first.
We've been gone for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. We're back now. Keyboard Warriors Live, presented by KCI Press. I'm Eddie Laws, Fred Kirby, and on a nice little Monday night, dude. Usually, I haven't been doing anything because I've been doing school for a while, so I've been like all my time is jammed up, obviously, and I'm running KCI Press and everything. But we're getting back on schedule. We're back, folks. Hopefully, we can get back on our pace, on our grinding shit. But it's been probably like a month since the last show.
Maybe a little longer. Maybe a little longer. It's been a while.
Yeah. So, just short snippet of what you've been up to.
Man, listen, fuck that. I used to feel bad slightly about the intro, about me saying I wanted to fuck Beyonce and Rihanna. I used to have a little bit of fucking respect for Jay-Z, but I'm gonna tell you something. With all this fucking shit that came out about Puffy, there's a whole bunch of shit coming out about Jay too. I don't feel bad about wanting to fuck Beyonce no more. Fuck you, Jay. You creature. The whole most of y'all.
Bro, I don't even know.
Let's get this fucking party started right, goddammit.
I don't even know what the fuck came out about Jay-Z, dude. I heard all the Diddy stuff. That Diddy stuff is terrifying.
So nothing has really came out officially about Jay yet, but it's a whole bunch of shit bubbling under the surface that Jay is the next fucking P. Diddy / R. Kelly. They're saying Foxy Brown. There's a bunch of fucking bitches supposedly that was underage when Jay was fucking with them. I don't want to start getting slanderous now because I don't fucking know, but the shit ain't come out yet, but a bunch of people are saying a lot of crazy shit about Jay, and apparently it's about to hit the fucking fan with the fucking I would say accusations, but apparently like he about to be on some Diddy shit from what they're saying. Jaguar, look up the Jaguar bitch. Jaguar did some podcast on fucking YouTube somewhere, but this broad named Jaguar is the one that's sort of throwing these. But to be fair, these accusations about Jay-Z have been around for a long time. They've just been sort of whispers in the hip hop game. So there you go. I don't fucking feel bad no more. Beyonce ever gave me some pussy, I'd take it. And my girlfriend would let me. We partake.
You got that clear? I got you.
Yeah. Well, we gotta have fun together. So Beyonce got to eat a little pussy, but you understand me? There's some gray area where this can actually fucking happen. Jay-Z's a goddamn creature. Fuck him, man. I'm Holler at Daddy Fred.
We've been using like no Diddy for like a while now. And I don't know how you're gonna say with no Hova. I don't know what the fuck to go with, but
Ho's gonna be a blow to the goddamn community. Diddy was gonna be a fucking asshole anyways.
No one liked him
around his fucking pink suits. He looked like a bit of a jerk anyways. But fucking Ho fucking, people fucking are influenced by Ho. This is gonna be sad.
It's gonna be funny to see New York take sides on that one because they got to. They got to take sides on that one.
Oh yeah.
Whether they're gonna protect the guy or let him go. But anyway, fucking Cade. I showed up to hear Fred say some wild shit. Funny out of pocket shit. Fucking Cade. Cade Morehouse from KCI Press. Cade Morehouse, part of the KCI Press team. Anyway, all right, so let's kick it off and we'll leave like the sad news for later. But off the bat, dude, did you get to see any of the bare knuckle stuff this last weekend?
I saw the highlights, right? I saw the highlights. They be charging for bare knuckle and shit. And I, listen, keep a buck here. I barely pay for the UFC at this point in the game. So sorry, bare knuckle piece, but I definitely ain't paying for y'all's product. So I didn't find a good stream. But I also, to be fair, also real shit. Twitter, X, whatever the fuck you make it want to call it, makes it sort of hard these days, man. Like I know I can catch those fucking. If it's any sort of highlights, I'm going to catch it right there. So if I've got anything else to do on that night, I'll just catch the highlights, and that's what I did. So I know who won and whatnot.
I was hanging out with my youngest and watching stuff on TV with him, and so I'm not gonna drag my laptop out and shit like that and look and do anything. So I may have allegedly watched most of it on TikTok. Just saying. If you're looking for a spot for the next one. Kate says I saw the same result as always. Mike Perry by knockout over 15 years out of his prime. Over 15 years out of his prime, Thiago Alves. That was nasty. That was fucking nasty. Dude, Mike Perry's a dog, dude. That guy, like if you wanted to see like a picture of like I don't know what to call him, a warrior, but just like straight up gangster, dude. It's Mike Perry. Now, that dude don't give a fuck.
Now listen, I ain't fucking saying that I am 100% or believe what I'm about to throw out here. And it's going to sound fucking slanderous and disrespectful when I first say it, but stick with me.
All right.
Now, is there a case to be made that Mike Perry is the Jake Paul of bare knuckle boxing.
Okay.
Now, the reason I say that is because, to be fair, most of fucking Mike Perry's big bare knuckle boxing wins have been against ex MMA guys who have no experience in bare knuckle boxing. Just to be fucking fair, right? He got the win over MVP, which in an MMA cage is a great win, but in a bare knuckle boxing cage where MVP has fuck all experience, a little different. Luke Rockhold, which is long in the tooth to say the least, but in an MMA cage, an incredible win, but his first fucking fight bare knuckle, a little different. You're starting to see the trend. Listen, I wouldn't tell Mike Perry that his fucking hair was out of place in fucking real life, but I'm just saying, from the comfort of my keyboard, is there any world in which he's getting a little, like, I don't know a ton about bare knuckle boxing.
Yeah.
I do know it's a couple cats that are bare knuckle boxers. They're like, say, Jack, pick me. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying that Mike Perry is avoiding guys. Let me be very clear. Mike Perry would fight a goddamn rattlesnake on meth. So I'm not insinuating that that's the case.
Yeah.
But Mike Perry's, because Mike Perry's one of the most popular guys in fucking combat sports right now, and rightfully so, king of violence in the whole most of it. But is there a world in which he's making these massive wins over guys, let's be honest, who have zero experience in this fucking sport? I don't want to be disrespectful with the Jake Paul comparison, but it's kind of that. Jake Paul's like, yeah, come box me. Oh, you've never fucking professionally boxed before? Come box me. Like that, this shit matters a little bit. To be fair, we have to give bare knuckle boxing its due as a genuine, real sport that's not like other things. Paulie fucking Malja fucking Lonnie, whatever the fuck your goddamn disgusting name is, you box. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? All you MMA cats, bare knuckle boxing is its own thing. And just because you were good at something else doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be great at this.
No, 100%. And real quick before we get into that, into the list of guys he's fought, because you make a really good point. To be fair, he never had experience in bare knuckle either prior to this. True.
That's very fair. That's very fair. But he has excelled greatly. At this point, we see that he's very fucking good at it. So that's fair. 4 fights ago. At this point, it's safe to say that Mike Perry's a hell of a fucking bare knuckle boxer.
Oh yeah. And what's up, Jesse? Dude,
there
Jesse popping in. What's up, brother? All right. Yeah, so if you look at his record right here, you're right. Michael Seals, and no, that's Try Combat. Julian Lane. And for anyone who doesn't remember, I believe Julian Lane.
Oh, that's the Let Me Bang Bro, right?
That's Let Me Bang Bro. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Again, he probably banged me, but nonetheless, that's not exactly fucking creme de la creme. Again, make no mistake about it. Oh, I even forgot about Eddie Alvarez. Again, this is the same fucking thing.
You're right.
Now, Eddie Alvarez had other bare knuckle boxing matches though. Did Thiago Alves have a previous bare knuckle boxing match as well? I think he did.
Let me find out.
Just to be fair,
he done 3 of them. Oh no, 2 of them. The Phil Baroni one got canceled, but Julian Lane and Luis Diaz.
Okay, well listen, we're all beating up on the fucking Let Me Bang Bro, but okay, fair enough. But nonetheless, still, I think the point still remains a little bit. I don't want to take nothing away from Mike Perry. All things being equal, Mike Perry looks fucking good again. Listen, if we're fucking being honest, I gotta be honest. It did look like Thiago. I don't want to say he fucking quit early, but I mean, his equilibrium might be a little bad. He didn't take much of a fucking beating. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he sort of was like, well, that was fun. I feel like he could have got up a little fucking quicker than that. I'm not saying he threw the fight. I just think he fucking got pieced up a little and thought, piss on this. I'm not about to stand up and let this maniac knock my teeth down my throat. My motherfucking money don't increase if I stand back up. Fuck that.
That's the thing, right? I think he just felt the power. He was like, fuck getting up and getting cracked by this dude again. That's bullshit. For exactly the same reason you said, right? I'm not getting paid any more than this. So, yeah.
Right.
But dude, I just realized it says Phil Baroni. Phil Baroni, for those that don't know, in I want to say around like mid 23 last year, he was charged and I think he was convicted of murdering his girlfriend in Mexico. That dude's doing like 30 to 50 years probably. I haven't looked up the situation, but he's doing probably like 30 to 50 years in Mexico State prison, bro. I forgot about Phil Baroni. That
Phil
motherfucker,
Baroni's
dude.
fucking, 57 years old at this point, too, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
that was, okay, well.
He's dying in prison, straight up.
Okay, well, so he had a couple bare knuckle fights. Fair enough for him. But I would like to see Mike Perry fight one of these bare knuckle guys. A homegrown bare knuckle guy. I don't know enough about the sport. Is Mike the fucking champion at whatever fucking division that he's fighting? Okay, well, again, I don't know enough about the sport, but smart money says whoever the fuck the champ is, let Mike fight him. Now, again, let me not be a fucking jerk off here or play a fucking dick. I understand why they're doing these fights. These are, I make no mistake, I'm not a dick. But at this point, I think it's safe to say that Mike Perry is trashing these cats coming over from fucking MMA or boxing or whatever. And unless you got a real interesting name like Jake Paul, at this point, I would like to see how good Mike Perry can do in that world. Who's the best motherfucking bare knuckle fighter at Mike Perry's weight division? Give him that guy. I want to see how Mike Perry does against that fucker. I don't even know who the fuck that guy's name is, but that's who the fuck I want to see Mike Perry fight next. Who's the fucking champion of his weight division? And if he comes out and does it to that guy, go up a weight division. At that point, I think it's the fucking black dude who broke his arm or whatever, right? Who is like one of the biggest legends in bare knuckle, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna pull
up I think Mike Perry would be 85 or would be a middleweight.
He's 85.
Okay, so right.
So heavyweight champion Mick Terrell, cruiserweight
Lorenzo Hunt. That dude is a fucking animal. You know what I'm saying? So
dude. Oh my god, he's a terrifying.
So let him fight. Who do we got at middleweight here?
David Mundell.
Yeah, all right. I don't know who
Mike Perry. Mike Perry's ranked number 1. That should be the next fight.
There you go. Obviously, it probably will be the next goddamn fight, but
gotta be.
Let him fight fucking Dave Mundell. And if he happens to smash him out, let him fucking fight Lorenzo Hunt. If he wants to, fuck it. Yeah. Mike Perry seems to be on a roll here.
Okay, so on this note, who Mike Perry should fight next? Sort of. Conor McGregor, they announced during the event, is part owner now of Bare Knuckle BKFC, right? Yeah, I think he did a face-off with Mike Perry at the end of the night, some bullshit. I didn't watch, like I said, I didn't watch it at the end of it. I just watched the fight and I was done. But I gotta say, that'd be a fight I want to see. Right? If they ever could actually pull that off, Conor McGregor, Mike Perry, bare knuckle at 85. I don't know if they test or not.
Maybe. I mean, listen, it would do good, obviously, anything with Conor and shit.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, I feel like not to shit on bare knuckle or Mike Perry, but Conor's not quite there yet. Let's just cool our jets. Maybe if Chandler starches him or something, I can see a world in which that could be compelling for sure. But like, he just bought the company. Let's see what he does with Chandler for now.
I'd be interesting. I mean, obviously, when you get celebrity or big names like these to get into the deals like that, most of the time it's just for the face value, right? Just for the I won't say the clicks, but the cloud or whatever you want to call it. But speaking of Conor and Chandler, that fight during UFC 300, actually the post fight at UFC 300, Dana White dropped the news that they're official for UFC 303. Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler. We've been waiting for years for this one? A couple years, 3 years?
Boy, hey, listen, son, sidetrack. Did you fucking see the shitstorm that happened? Are we going to call it X or we just want to call it Twitter? What are we going to do?
Just call it Twitter. I'm not calling it X. Like Elon's got to get his head out of his ass. Fucking X. He's like, why are we trying to make everything fucking sound cool? I don't give a fuck. Like your Model Y car, your shitty cyber, eat a fat dick. It's fucking Twitter. It's not X. Like, fuck off with this bullshit.
Fair enough. So there's a fucking video going viral on Twitter right now with Michael Chandler talking about his 2 black sons. Have you seen this shit?
Let me have it, dude. I'm ready.
But you haven't seen the video?
No.
Okay. So in a nutshell, Michael Chandler basically just says that he doesn't see color. He doesn't see himself as raising 2 black sons. He's not raising them like they're black. He's just raising them like they're people. So now I'm fucking paraphrasing a little bit for anybody that would watch this and get their panties in uproar. Go watch the fucking video yourself and suck my dick. But that's basically what the fuck he was saying, essentially. It was like a 5-minute video, so there's a lot more odds and ends here and there, but in a goddamn nutshell, that was it. The people in the comments are fucking going crazy because they're saying, and I think I tend to agree with them, especially because Michael Chandler sort of has this, I don't know, sort of a shitbird je ne sais quoi about him, if you will. Like, I can't quite put my fucking thumb on it, but something about him rubs me a little wrong, and I think a lot of people sort of feel like that. So a lot of people are making the argument that if you are black in America or even in the world, you have a different experience than most other races. To be a white man or a white couple and adopt black children and not let them know who they are or how the world will view them or how they should, sort of be prepared to react in this world with who they actually are, and to just be like, oh no, we're not going to tell them they're black. We're just going to treat them like they're fucking white, like that goddamn Dick and the Jerk. I think a lot of people fucking are like, that's, makes you seem like a fucking out of touch dick. Like, yes, sure, Mike, in your utopian society where nobody sees them as black men, that would work. But outside of your fucking home where that's not real, everybody is going to see two black men, no matter who the fuck adopted them. And you have to prepare them for that. So before we get into anything about fucking Conor and Michael Chandler, I was wondering if you had seen the video. And without getting too fucking political, because boy, this was a touchy one. They were going wild on fucking Twitter about this. What do you sort of think about it? And just, what do you think about Michael Chandler adopting fucking black kids? Let's just cut right to the fucking meat of it, right? What do you think about this whole fucking situation with Michael Chandler and the fucking adopted black babies?
As far as adopting black kids, like any, first of all, there's millions. I'm sure there's millions of kids that just need parents, like they need love, right? So I'm not against anybody, adopting of any race and everything, right? But it's a hard one to say. I'm just raising men, and I get what he's saying. I get what he's trying to get across. I don't see color. I'm just raising men. I want to raise them to be good men. 100% agree with that part of it. It's, as a parent myself, it's hard to send kids out into the world without preparing them for the world. Michael Chandler can see them as only men all he wants to, and that's great, right? You should never, as a parent, especially as an adopted parent, you should never see color. It's not, as a step parent on top of that too, you should never see color to children. But as an adult, you also need to understand the world doesn't work like that. Now, I'm not saying he needs to be digging in their heads that, oh, you're gonna be down and you're gonna, everyone else is gonna have a leg up on you and you're gonna be at a disadvantage. No, but I do think you should definitely get and prepare for the realities of race in the world, not just in his household, not this new relationship, but in the world, right? Now, this is just off what you told me. I haven't seen the clip yet. I'll look it up after the show, but it's just look, man, kids need parents, man. There's a lot of kids out there, stuff, and I mean, we all talk about, there's a lot of other political fucking things going on right now where adoption goes into it, and everyone wants to be like on their high horse, like, yeah, I know this and that, whatever. But then you go, well, you can adopt a kid then? Well, no, what are you talking about, dude? Right? So, I mean, it's cool. It's good to adopt kids and help them out and everything. But man, that's a tough question, man. Like, I feel like you need to prepare your kids, regardless of color. You prepare your kids for the world, not just your household. So, damn, that's a rough one. What's the backlash been about? What people mad about?
Well, mostly it's like even like the homie Tevin, who we've had on the show and shit. Kairos chimed in. A lot of people of fucking color chimed in, like, yo, what the fuck? As a black man, I can tell you that this idea is not going to work. Like, this is not realistic. Like, you've got to raise these, which, to be fair, I would imagine is obviously going to come up. And long before Michael Chandler, again, like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Jerk, where it's like fucking Steve Martin grows up fucking thinking he's black. Like, he doesn't know. So it's like this white guy walking around fucking literally like he's this fucking black dude. And he like literally doesn't know fucking any better at all. So surely it's not going to be that fucking vibe where they're like, holy fucking shit, they discover it. You know what I'm saying? But I do get people's notion in that he needs to prepare them for what the realities will be like for being a black man in America. Again, what you think about society and what the police treat him like, or his girlfriends or his friends, or especially, what I'm saying, Michael Chandler's got a little bit of money. So he probably stays in a pretty good neighborhood. I would imagine these kids go to school, let's be real fucking honest, with mostly white kids. And that's all gravy. But this is what I mean. you might be like, oh, these are just my sons. And that's cool. True. But when they go to school with all them white kids, trust me, all them white folks know they're black and they let them know it. I ain't saying that the other white kids are racist, but trust me, they know that they're black when they're around a bunch of other white kids. As a white boy that went to school with a bunch of black kids, trust me, you know.
Yeah.
When there's not a whole lot of you fucking put it together real fucking soon. And again, I don't know. Let me be real clear. I don't know where the fuck Michael Chandler fucking lays his head or rests his head, but I would assume it's somewhere in a pretty fucking nice area that's predominantly fucking white.
Shit, I spent the last 3 years of high school in an all-white school. I fucking knew I stuck out like a sore thumb, bro, straight up. So I was one of like 3 Mexican kids total in the whole school. So I get the feeling.
I don't know. Again, this was just a 5-minute video. I don't know that Michael Chandler is necessarily suggesting that he's not going to expose them to black culture and things like that. So, but if that is the sort of insinuation, and it's like we're not going to play into that any of that at all, I think that's also could be a problem and an issue. Like, you need to be able to definitely fucking relate to your kids, especially if you're going to adopt kids of another culture. You know, that's what I'm saying. You're Mexican, right? So, like, if you have been adopted by a couple cocksucking gringos and they basically just tried to play it like you wasn't Mexican at all, and they make you eat their fucking their mayo sandwiches, and they don't never fucking teach you about no goddamn peppers and no pajillos and no goddamn bullshit that you used to.
That'd be rough.
Well, it'd be some bullshit, wouldn't it? Like, you would not, you know, it's like, what the fuck, man? You wouldn't want that. Like, it's cool that y'all adopted me, but it's a little fuck that you didn't teach me all this cool shit about my culture and who I really am. You know what I'm saying?
I think I you know, and again, just like you said, we don't know what he is or isn't teaching those kids. And again, as a parent, it's on him, right? I
also true.
All he's putting out is what he's putting out when people are posting everything. We don't know if he's not, you know, reaching out, right? Like, he's got a lot of black teammates, right? For example,
fair. We don't. Yeah, that's fair.
You know
this was Michael Chandler. Also, like I said, tends to say dumb shit and put his foot in his mouth, and he likes to sort of come across sort of as a holier than thou type character or whatever. So
every Michael Chandler video is a fucking motivational speech. I swear to God.
Yeah. So right. So I think people also he roasts people the wrong way. Anyways, okay. I don't want to get too sidetracked on that, but I said that earlier, and MMA Twitter was fucking definitely like divided, because there was definitely a lot of people also that were making the counter argument. What the fuck? He adopted some kids. He's giving them a fantastic life. Shut the fuck up and eat it. So I suppose there's that argument. But again, once again, I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle. It's cool that he adopted the kids. And again, we don't know where the fuck the kids came from. They may, at least I fucking don't. They may have came from horribly broken homes, or it might not even been that bad. Michael Chandler could be a dick. Motherfucker might have just been down on their luck for a minute. Kids got taken, and Michael Chandler swooped in and took them away. I don't know. I have no fucking idea what that situation was, but I don't think none of us do. So, you know, let's just start fucking insinuating on what their background or situation was either.
What up, Bowie? Been a minute, dude. The whole thing, that whole situation with Michael Chandler is wild. And the fight itself, like, to me, it's stale.
Listen, as far as the fight goes, let's fucking go, C-Mac. Piss on you, Michael Chandler, you heathen racist cocksucker. I hope you get snuffed. I'm riding the Conor train all the way to fucking Islam Makhachev. I hope fucking Islam beats Dustin Poirier. I hope Conor starches Michael Chandler. And boy, I know everybody on earth is going to be pissed all the way up to Luke cocksucking Thomas. But if Conor can knock out Michael Chandler in the first round and Islam wins, I say they say, fuck it. Fast track Conor to the title shot. You do whatever you can to get Conor across the cage from Khabib. And then we all pray to every fucking deity that we've ever known that Conor gets one last shot of glory and starches fucking Islam. And we get the almighty fucking Khabib Conor 2. That's right, you cocksucking cunts. I'm saying it. Hold up.
You think if Conor comes back and beats Islam, Khabib's gonna come in trying to get revenge?
Absolutely. Just like a great Rocky movie, son. Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, it'd be a great storyline. I would love the storyline. It'd be a fucking amazing storyline, 100%.
A lot's got to happen, and by a lot, I mean 2 left hands. So we need one left hand on Michael Chandler's silly face, which please God, I mean, why shouldn't that happen anyways, right? It's enough with Michael Chandler. It's enough with him. I mean, just,
Yeah.
Back to PFL. Or bare knuckle boxing would be a good fit for Michael Chandler too. So off you go.
Alvarez.
That would be fantastic there. Let's go fucking C-Mac. Look, is C-Mac a little fucking deranged? Is he a little off his rocker these days? Absolutely. But nobody fucking sells a fight. And okay, let me slow down. Conor has lost a step a little bit too on selling the fight. He's got a little corny in his old age. But again, make no mistake about it. If he actually fucks around and knocks out Michael Chandler in a very vintage-like, impressive Conor performance, you'd be fucking a few people over, but you could fucking fast track him for the title shot. And if Islam beats Dustin Poirier, which should happen for all intents and purposes, I am definitely bullshitting a little bit, but I do think if somehow that works out, it plays into an incredible fucking storyline. And of course, Islam will beat Conor. But boy, if he doesn't. But boy, if Habib has to watch where Conor gets to get on top of Islam and he is just,
oh, dude.
I think Habib would come back. I think he'd be like, "Fuck you, mama. I got some shit I gotta do. Some shit you gotta do as a man.
Anyone.
Some shit you gotta do as a man. This ain't about money or nothing else. I'm just not letting that little Irish prick do that. Fuck that. I gotta come back and get me some."
Jeremiah, dude, it's been like what, a year, maybe 2.
There he is.
God damn, where you been? Jesus, dude. Honestly, I know I lied. Because I'm subscribed to his channel, so like his shit pops up. And it's fucking hilarious because he's talking about someone I don't. Like, he's always talking about someone I don't fucking know. Like someone's talking shit like around his hometown or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but Jeremiah, what are you doing these days with that? Because that is, it's fascinating because I have no idea who you're talking about, but everybody's so mad. So that's what I know. Anyway,
listen, I'm gonna tell you something about Jeremiah. Tell y'all something about Jeremiah right now. He'll fucking sock you in the kisser. I've known Jeremiah for a long time on this MMA podcast and shit. I've never met Jeremiah in fucking person. But I do know that Jeremiah went down to that goddamn street beef shit and flat fucking got into it with a cocksucker. Jeremiah is one of the very few people on MMA Twitter that I am confident will fucking still on your face in real life if you got cute with him. That little motherfucking Southern boy will flat still on you, and I respect him for it.
He's not the one to fuck around with, dude. Like some of it, like because you said, he's one of the few that's gotten in there with people.
Yeah. I've seen that shit. I've seen the video and shit.
Yeah.
Drove like an hour and a half. I think him and his cousin did, but like, Jeremiah definitely went down there and got after it. Yeah. So like, shout out to him. 95% of you motherfuckers on MMA Twitter ain't even went in and sparred, let alone had any sort of actual. Let's throw these right here and see what happens type shit. Like Jeremiah's one of the few that has, Jack. It's documented.
Jeremiah is not the guy to answer when he asks send location because he will fucking show up.
Fuck around with other things, Jack.
Dude, he's one of my favorite people on there, honestly. So we need to link up again there, Jeremiah, one of these days. All right. Moving on here. Fuck. What was the other thing I was gonna talk about? Damn, 300. We didn't even do a show after 300 because shit was just crazy. Schedules were all fucked up. What did you think of just 300 overall?
It was a good card. I mean, it was deep as fuck, so it was sort of destined to be good. We knew the Jim Miller fights and shit like that was going to be good. They all delivered. Yeah. I mean, listen, the reality is the main event was still weak. It was a great finish. It was an action fight, which we all knew was, you know what I'm saying? But still, overall, for UFC 300. But again, bro, I ain't going to be the dead horse. We long beyond it. I think we all know Dana White wanted a couple different things. Them shits didn't pan out. So boom, it's what we got. Boom, boom, boom. It was a really good card overall.
It was probably to me, it was like the best card I've seen UFC put out. But to me, it was also the Max Holloway card. I don't think anyone was talking about. Very people were talking about the Pereira knockout. Everyone's talking about Holloway.
Well, right. Yeah, that. I mean, again, well, let's quickly
go ahead.
Blow down him here. Alex Pereira was still pretty badass. Just how it happened. He gave Dean the motherfucking step
back up,
and then and since then we've seen fucking Jamal sort of make a little bit of some excuses here there. But I will say Jamal was jumping right back in there with Khalil Roundtree. I think
dude
this weekend, is it, or is it next week?
No, 302. 302
real soon though.
Newark.
Real soon. Yeah.
This weekend's Brazil. 302 is next month in New Jersey.
Okay. But yeah, so Alex Pereira real champ, like
Yeah.
fucking 205. I still 205 is a weird division for me, man. I think I'm willing to accept Alex Pereira as like the real champion now. It's been a little lackluster since John left for me. I feel like we've yet to sort of find that guy. I think Alex Pereira is that guy. I still got slight doubts because he's still, you know, as much of a beast as he is, and he is a beast. He's still an 85er coming up to 205. He's had 2 fights. They both went really well, but it ain't like he's really been through the gambit of 205ers. He ain't got a really big fucking wrestler get a hold of him yet and drag him down and sort of test him in that way. And I'm not saying that he wouldn't pass the fucking test. I'm just saying 205 still has a lot to offer him. People were like, let him fight Tom Aspinall. I mean, listen, I would have been okay with it, but you know, let's fucking just relax for a minute here.
Yeah. You know, and that's the thing, like, okay, real quick, why did you said make excuses and it popped something in my head that I want to talk about tonight? Ronda Rousey.
Oh,
you see that shit with Ronda Rousey?
Well, what fucking part? I mean,
every part, dude. Hey, it was like, and Jimmy Smith, you know, a former UFC commentator, former Bellator commentator. Now he does Sirius XM MMA on Sirius XM. He went off on her, I think today or yesterday, one of these last few days. He put out, you know, he did, like, they put the clip on the internet. I retweeted, I think. But he basically said, like, Ronda came out and said, you know, she took all the credit for all her wins and she made an excuse for every single loss. She wouldn't give anybody credit. And then he said, like, Ronda, if you're listening, nobody fucking likes you. As far as like the production staff that she can step on and belittle and treat like shit, he was like, no one likes you. And I was just like, damn, Jimmy's never done that. I don't think I've ever seen Jimmy go off like that.
Yeah, he's not usually that type of a guy at all.
So that was wild. And so she did that whole interview to talk about it, and she put out a book or a movie. I don't know what she did. She put something out, and I watched most of the interview actually, and it was a lot of that, just like, yeah, you know, I'm the best in the world. I still believe I'm the best in the world, and all this stuff. And well, I lost that one because I had a concussion and this. Oh, I lost that one because of this. And it's like, man, we watched those fights. You lost because you got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And it's like, then she was like, I went to WWE because I had concussions. If there's any sport you're not going to go into, or anything you're not going to go into with concussions, it's freaking WWE. Those motherfuckers get their bell rung daily.
Crazy. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's a little ridiculous to have those losses and then be like, oh, well, I just lost that because of this, that, and the other thing. And I would have, you know, I almost don't even really want to fucking acknowledge that with a response because it's like, you know, no, the fuck you didn't. I mean, you know, let's just bullshit. What the fuck? Right. That's just, it's absolute fucking bullshit, you know. Now, listen, I'll give credit where fucking credit's due. Ronda was the biggest fucking star that women's MMA has ever seen. I think she was a bigger star than Gina Carano. I've never been more excited to watch a woman fight than when Ronda was at her peak. When Ronda was at her peak, I've never, you know, no female has had me geek for a fight like those Ronda years was. You know, fucking Joanna and Jacek and fucking Weili Zhang and Thug Rose, and we've had a lot of great female fighters. But the truth is, when Ronda was in her prime, them fights were exciting as fuck, man.
Yeah.
But that being said, you know, that was the extent of where we can let the delusions fucking breathe a little. You weren't the greatest. You got snuffed out with a head kick from Holly, and then you got snuffed out with them fucking things from Amanda Nunes.
She was outstanding.
To be fair, right, who went on to be the actual GOAT. So my problem with Ronda is, bitch, you a bad bitch. Let us just give you the credit that you deserve. Damn, bitch, you weren't the greatest of all time. Yeah. We'll talk. Maybe you could have beat Holly. I even give you that one. Let's come back and talk about it. You didn't lose it because no concussion, bitch, you know. But like, maybe that's a fight you could have won. I don't think you ever would have beat Amanda Nunes. Not in that vibe, not then. You probably would have got the dog shit out, beat out you by Cyborg, in hindsight. She was probably a little too big for you to just shit whip down to the ground, seeing as how you couldn't even do that to Holly. You couldn't do it to Amanda Nunes. So But what the fuck, bitch? It's all right. You still were very, very, very fucking good. And at your time, you had your, Chuck Liddell couldn't have held John Jones's fucking jockstrap.
Right.
But that ain't the point. For his time, Chuck Liddell was a bad lad. Bitch, you ain't. Don't try that. You know what I'm saying? That's like Chuck. And I guess to be fair, Chuck has said that wild shit before. That'd be like Chuck being like, well, I think to be fair, I'm the real goddamn goat. I would have gave John Jones and fucking Rich Franklin and all of them the work if I wouldn't have had bad knees. Like, man, motherfucker, please. Like, no, you didn't. Like, you was very, very good, but you weren't a fucking goat, bro. And that's okay, Rhonda. You were, hell, again, you were even the goat of entertainment. You was that bitch. Nobody's ever fucking put asses in seats like you. I'll give you that.
Nobody.
Not from a competitive vibe with women for sure. You know what I'm saying? So like you do got that, but don't get greedy. Don't fucking come for the GOAT status too. Like, oh, I was the best fighter too. No, you wasn't. Goddamn it, we seen it. You wasn't.
Exactly. No, 100%. Yeah. And it was the excuses what bugged me. But then again, it's like, you don't fight. I don't really care. So
and that's also, if you're gonna come back and try to prove something, that's cool. If not, just fuck off. Nobody who reads books anyways. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the nerds out there reading books. Go get yourself some pussy and do some cocaine, you loser.
Jeez. Anyway, all right. Couple more things before we get out of here, just because we're at like the 45-minute mark, I think, something like that. Anyway, 37 mark. My bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, so hold up a second. When is Mike Tyson Jake Paul? That's not this weekend, is it?
No. That ain't till July. I know that because my funny ass will be in Barcelona for that. That's July 20th. I will be in Barcelona, Spain.
You gonna watch it?
Man, fuck no. Hopefully I'm eating.
Yeah, 100%. It's gonna be on whatever happens. It's gonna be on Twitter immediately.
No. Even if I am eating some pussy, it'll be right on her sternum. I'm gonna watch that shit for sure. I'm bullshitting. That's on Netflix. I subscribe to Netflix, so I'm gonna watch that. No matter what.
It is on Netflix.
I don't know where the fuck the time zone is, but whatever fucking time it is, I'll be watching that shit, or I'll be trying to.
Crazy. That was anyway. So the fight's been made a pro fight, official. So now they're fighting. Like, it's gonna be on their records. Like, that's not a problem. Yeah, the fight system.
It's one of the sickest things I've ever heard of. But like, I'll watch. Again, I think other than the money that'll be made, I think it's a lose for fucking Jake Paul. I mean, if you win, he's fucking 106. If you lose,
he's fucking 106.
He's 106. It's a no-win for him, bro. He's too old. People are like, well, he's Mike Tyson. Man, I don't give a fuck. And listen, again, I wouldn't tell Mike to his face he shouldn't do it. But from the comfort of my own couch, being fucking, 58 fucking years old means something. And I fucking hate people. Power's the last thing to go. Well, but power's the last thing to go. Man, won't you shut the fuck up? God damn it. Power can be the last thing to go all it wants to. Your fucking chin's the first thing to go. You old ass bitch.
Dude, it's funny because a lot of people were like, well, how's he going to signal Mike to take the fall this time? And I'm like, come on, man. I'm hoping that's not what's going to happen.
And can we stop with this take the fall? As much as I don't like Jake Paul, the cute cocksucker's not. These motherfuckers, you think fucking... Do you think Nate Diaz took a fucking bribe? Nate Diaz is one of the most unhinged people that has ever made it from the real world to a fucking Hollywood type world. Like, the Diaz brothers are a couple of the most realest characters that have ever actually penetrated that world. Like, those dudes aren't throwing shit. Those dudes, fucking Nate Diaz just left the last press conference, for fuck's sake. I mean, these guys are not fucking really controllable. You think fucking one of those pricks threw a fight with Jake fucking Paul? You out of your fucking mind? Doubt it.
I'll say this.
My pretty left testicle he did.
I think the only person that would, maybe you could be like in case that he would do it is T Wood.
Yeah, but he got fucking stretched. Jesus Christ.
Oh, badly.
If T Wood's that good of an actor, he should be in fucking Hollywood doing stunts. I mean, he got fucking slept. People are, the punch didn't land. Those are the same fucking dicks that think we're on a flat earth. For fuck's sakes. I mean, he got fucking knocked the fuck out. You think that was a Hollywood production? Jesus Christ.
Anyway, yeah. No, I'm with you. Especially speaking of Nate and Masvidal supposed to be boxing, I think June or May. I think May.
Another one.
June 1st.
I can't for the life of me really understand why we're doing this. And I'm gonna be honest. I think we might be starting to get to a point to where people are going to realize that I don't think their brand is as big as they think they are. I'll tell you what, I think that's going to be an absolute bust.
Yeah.
An absolute fucking bust, man. Listen, will I watch it? Absolutely.
Sure.
But the problem is there's no real reason for it, right? They fought in MMA where they did nothing but box. And listen, again, I fucking think Nate Diaz is one of the coolest cocksuckers I've ever seen on one of my screens. He is one of the most, reminds me of me or one of my dickhead friends that actually got famous of anybody I've ever fucking seen before. Yeah. And I fucking love that. But he got fucking touched up like a goddamn little boy at a Catholic church the last time they fought.
It was bad.
I mean, you know, and this idea that it was like, oh, the ref saved him. Are you out of your mind, Nate? We saw the fight. They stopped the fight because your face fell apart. The ref did. The idea that in rounds 4 or 5 he was really going to turn it on and give Jorge some work is, you know, I mean, look, maybe Jorge has aged a lot. Let's not forget Tito Ortiz won the 3rd Chuck fight. Okay, so maybe this fight does look a little different, but nothing from their first fucking go round in MMA should make us want to see them have a boxing competition. For all intents and purposes, Jorge should outbox the shit out of Nate. I mean, Nate's one
he did last time
was that it was MMA.
Yeah, but he did last time. Last time he fucking boxed his face off, unfortunately. So
well, that's what I'm saying. In MMA, where Nate actually had some other tools in a boxing ring. I mean, again, get your money, Nate. But like, this doesn't seem like it's going to fucking end well for Nate. Like, whatever. It's one thing if like, oh well, Nate was at a disadvantage. It'd be one thing if the first time they fought, they boxed. And now it's like, all right, let's do it in MMA, where you know how I get down and I can strangle the shit out of you if we hit. Like, what the fuck? If Nate couldn't beat him in MMA, where he had all of his tools on his, what the fuck are we going to watch them box for? Like, I mean, I'll watch it, but I can't imagine it's going to do great fucking pay-per-view numbers, man.
You bring up a good point as we're about to close that show, but fucking Christ, sorry. You make a good point with that. One of these, at what point are these? You know, it's like, oh, Nate and Jorge in boxing and you know, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson in boxing and you know, all these other like going out on your own, trying to do something big and everything. I wonder when people are going to get tired of that. Because at this point, it's like some of these guys shouldn't be fighting, first of all. But some of these guys, like, we're just like, do we really care?
Well, these things are supposed to be special.
Yeah.
And they're not. You know, it's like the old lady licking your fucking taint or giving your beehole a little kiss. If that hoe's licking your asshole every night, that ain't fucking special no more. It gets old.
That's on the menu at that point.
It ain't special no more. You want to order off the secret menu. If it's on the menu, who gives a fuck, right? So I think that's the fucking point. We need a little bit more scarcity. What the fuck? Like, these things happen constantly. We lose our appetite a little bit for it. And once upon a time, Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor boxed in a ring and we all lost our shit for it. Now, every other fucking weekend, it's this asshole or that one. Next thing, it'll be fucking Ryan Garcia and Sean O'Malley, which is fun. It's just, it starts to get a little diluted and all of a sudden, like, none of this shit really hitting the same because it's just, you know, it's like, all right, well, fuck, hell, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, son of a bitch. Yeah. And, you know, again, it'll all do all right, but I think the Nate and Jorge boxing match is really like where I'm like, I think they're going to learn real quick that, you know, it'll do okay. But is that on pay-per-view? Is that on a platform or is it on pay-per-view?
Oh, it's got to be pay-per-view.
Ooh, woof, boys, woof. Let me tell you, I would offer some advice, and maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Maybe I'm a moron. But if I was fucking Jorge or Nate's manager or business fucking partner, I would try my best to look and see what the UFC does this weekend with their fucking name. And I realized none of those guys on that card are Nate or Jorge. I understand that. But it's a fucking numbered UFC event. See how many pay-per-views that does. With the return of fucking Jose Aldo in Rio, title fight, and even if it is the fucking flyweights, nonetheless, title fight on the bill. See what sort of pay-per-views that does. I don't think fucking Nate and Jorge boxing is going to fucking set the pay-per-view world on fire at all.
It's not. We know it's definitely not going to happen. But speaking of this weekend's card, real quick, we go over it. Main event: Alexandre Pantoja against Steve Erceg for the flyweight title. Jesus, this card.
Yeah, man, that's not good, dude. I mean, listen, shout out to them, man. Shout out to the flyweights. Shout out to fucking Alexander Pantoja. Who just had the trios at flyweight, man? That got us all fired up. The cat that just beat up Cody Garbrandt.
Davison Figueiredo.
And Davison Figueiredo and Brandon Moreno. Yeah, shout out to them. They really shot some energy back in the flyweight that really needed it after Henry Cejudo fucked off. Yeah. But yes, these two cats. Shout out to Steve Erceg with the fucking just the worst last name and face ever put on a human, but. Shout out to him. He's a good kid, 3-0, fighting for the belt. But yeah, this is not a great fucking main event for a pay-per-view fucking number. This is a fight night fucking main event. Let's be real clear about it.
You know what? I'm not against that right there. Co-main event: Jonathan Martinez against Jose Aldo. There it is. Anthony Smith against Vitor.
Hold on. Whoa. We got like 12 minutes. We got a little bit. I got about 8 minutes. I got to go a little sooner, but like. We can't just gloss over fucking Jose coming back. Jose Aldo making his return. Fucking Rio de Janeiro. Big deal. Now, listen, I'll be honest with you. At this point, I'm no better than a filthy fucking casual. I don't know who in the fuck Jonathan Martinez is. I assume since he's getting this fight with fucking Jose, it's such a big fucking. I assume it's somebody that they're trying to give the rub, as they say. Well, me being a filthy casual now, I fucking hate it. Jose's coming back. Give him a cock-sucking name, a veteran, or quite frankly, at least a name that a goddamn filthy casual like me would fucking recognize. I assume that Martinez is an up-and-comer and he's a tough guy, and there's a reason why he has this fight.
He's tough.
But there's no sex. It's no sex. It's my panties. There's no wet. There's no moisture. No brains. You know what I mean? There's no. There's no sex here. Bro. It's fucking Jose Aldo's return is a big fucking deal.
Dude, in Kansas City, I covered the UFC card in Kansas City last year. We had to go on the off days, basically Thursdays, no presser. So they did like a community outreach thing, right? And the UFC's like, come by, whatever. And it's like, all right, cool. Usually what you do is you get fighters and you get to interview them and all that. And they sent Julian Marquez because he lives out there, or he's from Kansas City. But then they also give us Jonathan Martinez, and Jonathan Martinez does not like talking to the media. He does not like talking to me. Not because he hates it. He doesn't like, oh, fuck you guys, whatever. No, he just doesn't like to talk to like people. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like when it was like Jonathan Martinez going to be there, I'm like, why? And it was cool. Hey, he played with the kids and shit. That was because it was a kids outreach thing. He did an awesome job with that. When it came time to like talk to us, he went back to being Jonathan Martinez. I thought that was fucking hilarious. But you know what? He's a bad motherfucker. Do straight up. Jonathan Martinez can fucking fight. So it's not gonna be an easy fight. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy for Jose.
Fight for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. He's not gonna be easy fight for Jose whatsoever. I'm interested to see what Jose has left because this is his last fight. He just wanted to go out fighting in Rio. That's what it is. And so King of Rio fights in Rio. Co-main event, can't give him the main because they're not gonna give him a title shot. And so it's gonna be I'm sure it'll be a fun one either way. Both guys are bad motherfuckers. Anthony Smith still fighting, taking on Vitor Petrino. Michel Pereira against Ior Potieria. What the fuck? I forgot to say his last name. Wait a minute. Didn't we lose one of these guys? Am I wrong on that? Oh, no. Ior stepped in. My bad. Then Paul Craig and Kyle Baharlo. Jack Shore's on there. Kovacevic is on there. Who else we got on here name-wise? I don't know. It's got William Gomez from France. Drakkar Klose from Arizona. Who else we got? I know the Fluffy fight fell off because he fucking hurt himself. So either way, should be it'll be a thing that happens. So there you go. To close out the show, and it sucks to have to not to have to, but to close it out this way. Francis Ngannou posting earlier today. It was sort of cryptic. No one really knew what he was talking about. It just looked like a almost like a cry for help. And instead, it turns out that he lost his 18-month-old son. No details that will happen, and frankly, that's not our business. So it's one of those things where it's kind of like, look, it's, the man is he's hurting, and so thoughts out to Francis and his family, because that's something. We're both parents, and it's something that we never ever want to experience ever. That's some shit, dude. So shout out to Francis, man.
Yeah, that's the absolute. We were talking about this before we went live, man. But I feel like that's the worst thing that could happen to you as a person, as a human being. Like losing a parent that you're really close to would be horrible. But there's some part of you that is sort of like getting ready to lose your parent your whole life, because that's sort of the cycle of life. Losing a kid is sort of like an unnatural, horrific pain that I literally wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Like. That's real fucking bad. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. So, and like I said, our thoughts are with Francis and his family, and for you clown ass motherfucking troll accounts on Twitter and on YouTube, clown ass YouTuber motherfuckers who are making light of the situation and making jokes, kindly go fuck yourselves. That's bullshit. Like, oh man, I can't. First of all, I didn't like these motherfuckers before, okay? Because it was just these troll accounts are garbage. Right, and we know social media is garbage, right? So it is what it is. But like these motherfuckers straight up like making fun of the situation with Francis, dude. I can't. The scum of the earth doesn't fucking cut it for me. So
yeah, I mean, listen, if you've just sat here and watched this fucking program for the last hour, surely I don't mince words. We tend to talk a lot of shit. This is not the fucking podcast that gets real uppity about people that make jokes.
Right.
I was born in 1984. I lived through the 90s, so like. Shit's okay, but yeah, come on, bro. First off, you ain't funny. You know what I'm saying? I seen the one. I don't know how many it was, but I seen the one. And Marty's hairline. Shout out, go fuck yourself. You're a loser. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't funny. And then you put it was like a picture of him in DC. Two people have lost their kids. And it's like, who you think looks at that and goes, ha, that's so fucking funny. Like it's not funny, bro. It's just a cunt thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And I imagine that person doesn't have kids, or they're just a real fucking piece of shit if they've actually got kids. Yeah, so I mean, he's probably just a fucking random dick. But yeah, certain shit, bro, is not funny. And this coming from a guy that is open with jokes and poking fun at shit. But certain shit, very few lines, but certain things. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, no, it's that whole thing is just gross, straight up, just disgusting. So
yeah,
is what it is. All right, folks, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Appreciate everyone that tuned in. Not even gonna go down the list. Love the hell out of all you guys. We're trying to get back on schedule. We're gonna get back on schedule here. Hopefully get a show every week, if not hopefully every 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes. Life happens, man. But all right. Shout out to everyone tuned in. Follow Jay. Wow, I can't even talk. I was gonna say follow Jesus. Follow Fred at GMCDJesus on Twitter. I'm at Eli32. KShotPress at KShotPress. And again, if you watch this show, you saw the tag on there that says not safe for work. We're not safe for work. It is what it is. And if you watch 5 seconds of this thing, you would know that. So shout out to everyone who tunes in. Love the hell out of you guys. Shout out to the KShotPress team. Love the hell out of you guys too. For myself, Mr. Ray Kirby, the entire team, we love the hell out of you guys. Good night. Good night, Wilshire. See y'all.